Okay, let's have a look at the sound settings in Windows 10. How do you access your sound? How do you manage it? And how do you troubleshoot it if something is not working? Let's have a look here. So at the bottom right hand side, there is a little sound icon, and that tells me that I have a sound system or sound card installed on my machine. And if I click on it once, it'll then open up my volume control, and I can make it louder or softer, just like that, using my mouse or trackpad if you're on a laptop. If you have more than one sound device connected to your computer, you can click on the little up arrow there, and voila, you have a whole whack of other things there as well. That is if you have other devices. Okay, so that's pretty easy. But what if you want to get into the settings of your sound, or maybe there's a problem with the sound? Okay, there's a couple of ways of getting there. For me, the quickest way, just go to the sound icon, the bottom right hand side of your screen, right click, okay, and here you can see open sound settings, open the volume mixer, spatial sound, that's a Windows 10 thing, I'm not going to get into that, and troubleshoot sound problems. Let's have a look at what these all do. So if I go to open sound settings first, open sound settings, that goes to my settings of my computer, and here I'm in my sound settings control panel, and I've got access to all the various settings. So here I can choose the output device over there, I can choose the master volume over here. Here is a troubleshoot button, we'll get to that in a minute. Manage sound devices, my input devices are here, like the microphone that I'm currently using, and then there are some advanced sound options as well. Best way to learn about this, guys, is just click on buttons and see what happens. Okay, now that's one way of getting there. Okay, let's say in an exam, like you forgot to right click, which is crazy because I always say right click, okay, but you forgot. So we click on the Windows menu button over there, the start button there. There's our settings, that little cog icon. Okay, settings takes us there, and you're like, okay, sound. You can type in sound settings. It's one way. You could look over here and says, oh, system, just take that away, system, and there it says sound. Okay, cool. So you can click on there, sound. It's the same thing, guys. You got to know, sorry, there it is, there's sound. You got to know, like, there's always more than one way to get to the same thing. Okay, so back again on sound settings. All right, so that's great to access your settings, and if everything's working, that's fine. Fantastic. What if something's not working? Well, then we use the troubleshooter. And troubleshooter, again, more than one way to get there. Quickest way, right click on your little speakers, troubleshoot sound problems. Troubleshoot sound problems. It brings up a troubleshooter, and then it starts to detect the problems, and then, okay, I got a lot of sound devices here, oh my word. And you can click and say, well, my speakers aren't working, or my microphone is not working. And you go next. It'll then check. Everything's fine, great. I'm going to just cancel that because there's no point in running through that now. That, in a nutshell, is your sound settings. Now, if I can show you one slightly more advanced piece. Okay, so I'm going to go here, settings, system, okay, sound, and you'll notice on the right hand side you've got a couple of other things here, and the sound control panel is one of them. This is where you can actually what's the word I'm looking for? Tweak a lot more of your sound settings. Have a look. Click on sound control panel, and it brings up my sound control panel. Here I have playback, recording, sounds, and communications. Let's look at playback. Playback is the speakers. That's what comes out of your speakers, and I can choose my default speakers. There they are there. I can double click on them if I wanted to. And there you can see I've actually got a couple of options here. I've got levels, quite a few levels, enhancements, nice, advanced, spatial sound. I don't know what that means. Spatial sounds good. All right. Or the microphone. Let's say your microphone is just too low, like no one can hear you speak when you're doing web conferencing or chatting online with your friends. Okay, so go to recording because that has to do with the microphone. There's the microphone there. So double click on the microphone. Cool. Let's see what we have. We've got general, listen, levels, and advanced. Let's go to listen, no, levels. Here are your levels. This is how sensitive your microphone is. At the moment mine is on 76. That's how sensitive the mic is. So sometimes if your microphone is too soft, just turn that up. Alright, go to levels of your microphone and turn it up. Turn it up, bro. There we go. Okay, did I really say that? I did. And there you go. That is the sound control panel in the settings sound.